Good morning! How is everyone? Hi, Stephen. Welcome to your office.
Thanks. Again.
Oh, the camera's not focused
I
again?
mean, it probably looks good. It looked pretty good when I did it,
Uh-huh.
but it's nice to have it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There. Okay, I'll come sit down.
Okay.
I've been up
For a long time today.
for a while. For a hot minute.
Hot minute?
Happy birthday, Santiago. Hope your birthday's great. Saw birthday. Scrolling by, I was like, happy birthday. Yeah, I woke up.
Thanks for starting these. They're really good.
It's because I made them.
I know, you did basically all the work.
Yeah, I've been up since
Coffee.
6
Since coffee?
ish. 6-ish.
It's October.
I've been up since October. It was October when I woke up.
I didn't go to bed till well into October.
Yeah, Mao had trouble sleeping.
It's because we got up late yesterday.
We got up a little late. Just a little bit. But Mao had trouble sleeping when we went to bed.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I was like...
Yeah, I know.
And then... And then you were up until like 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I slept fine until like 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then around 6, I was like,
I may just have to have 2 coffees this morning.
Armored Frog said, you woke up when September ended. So, I did exactly what, oh my god, what's his name? Billy Fart. What's his name? The lead singer of Green Day. Billy Joe...
Just gonna let you struggle with that.
Is it just Billy Joe, right? Billy Joe Armstrong. I was trying to think of the last name. I was like, Billy... Yeah, not Billy Fart. I did what Billy Joe Armstrong would have done.
For a second, I thought you were talking about a different band, and I'm like, that's not who sings that.
No. The joke of that doesn't work as well when I have to be like, what was the boy's name? The boy's name? He wore the black and the eyeliner. What was the boy's name? Billy Joe Armstrong. I haven't listened to Green Day in a bit. Mm-hmm. Because I haven't gotten to the G's on my playlist of music.
Toast.
It is toast. Man. So, anyway, I slept okay until that point. And then I got up, and I've just been up ever since. So I took care of feeding the cats. I started Mal's breakfast. Mm-hmm. I edited a vlog. I was just like, I'm up. I'm just do things, get things done. So, it's good. It's good. I got some stuff done. And I'm feeling pretty good about today. Today is going to be... I think today is going to be finish Red Dead for Good Day.
Good.
Day, yeah. Finish Red Dead for Good Day. Because we're... there's one episode left to make, so I gotta do that. And Spirit had asked, whatever happened to the Fix Your Life thing? We're still doing it. Mm-hmm. We're still doing it. It took a little bit in September to try and get back onto it. And we've still been a little off and on in September because of coming back from China.
Yeah.
But, like, for the most part, we've actually held to the waking up and going to bed on time thing.
Now that the painting is done, things will get better.
Yeah. Because Mao had to do a painting in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And now that October is here...
And the time-lapse came out.
Yeah.
Brandon posted it.
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, if you haven't seen Mao's newest painting, do that.
Yeah,
because
and then I just gotta
good.
do another pass on the full, and that's ready.
And who was it? Was it Doodle? Yeah, Doodle says, Mal, do you have any plans to play still in regards to Red Dead? And I think you do want to play it at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna go through it
at some point, but it wouldn't be
soon.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be soon.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be like a Let's Play. It'd just be me playing it on the couch.
We're hoping to get to the point, and I know that we talked about this in the because that vlog is out now where we talk about the block scheduling and everything, and the ultimate goal is to have time in the evenings instead of like this mythical Sunday day where like you take that day off.
I mean, we'd have that too.
Well, that's also a mythical thing, but like the idea is that in the evenings there would just be like free time. It's like at the end of the day you actually like relax.
Yeah.
And do things. So that's the goal.
And I'm told I'm not allowed to play anything until I play a different game.
I just really want Mal to play Bioshock. She did the Bioshock painting, and I was like, Mal, gotta play Bioshock. I played a bit of
Bioshock. It got scary, and I had to stop.
You play it with me, and I'll tell you all the tips and tricks.
Okay.
It's so short, and it's so good, and it may give you inspiration further into the game other than just the very beginning of the game.
Okay.
So there's so many people think it's not. It's like
it's scary.
It has like a drop. A drop.
Can I talk about the
is
beginning?
More of a spookers than spoopy. I mean, it's like a drop. It's like someone took a little with dropper and was like horror in a sea.
Do you remember how it starts? You go down that elevator and the noises. It's scary.
I don't know. Like we've talked about it on Breakfast Stream before, so I won't get too far into it. But like, yeah, it's horror is a spectrum, and everyone it's not like you like or dislike. It's like there's a huge spectrum. So like, I get it. I'm very far removed from thinking things are frightening, so but I'll be there, and it'll be great.
Okay.
And you'll love it, I promise. Let me read a few of these things before I take a bite of toast. 13 months from Spiffla. Spiffla, thank you. 500 bits from Magmavire. Magmavire. Oh, I was trying to do Magmavire.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not sure. But you're right, it's Magmavire, like magma. You're there for me. Thank you for that.
I know.
Magma, thank you for the bits. 5 months from Death Sun Lee. Wow, 5 months celebrating with Raisin Toast. My message was eaten last month, so I'll ask again if I can feature you in a sci-fi story I'm working on. Sure. I mean, that's fine. Do it. Put me in space. Sci-fi in space. What's the meme with the butterfly? And it's just the butterfly is space, and I go, is this sci-fi? I think that's appropriate. 12 months. Com Cody 20. Thank you, Cody. That is an entire year. Appreciate it. 200 bits from Jesse Anorak. Jesse, thank you. 13 months from Dishnet, who says, 13 months, my Twitch sub is a teenager now. Here's to Twitch puberty. Puberty's in my Twitch. That doesn't sound as good. You can't push me off the couch.
I can.
You can't make me leave my own couch.
What if I put your toast in the kitchen?
I'd probably stay here and just be real hungry. Is probably what I would do. Thank you, Dishnet. 3 months from Ashley LM1. Finally caught you live. Good morning. Good morning, Ashley. And congrats on Plus. We got Yankee Gal 13 gifting a sub to Linkmaster FD. Thank you, Yankee Gal. And also a sub from Magmavire. Magma.
I have the hiccups. Eat toast?
What'd you do to get the hiccups?
I
you
don't
just
know.
existed.
I just breathed. And I got them.
I breathed.
As it happens.
I breathed,
for me
and
frequently.
now I have hiccups. It's a shame. We got 333 bits from Jam. Says 3 good.
3 good.
Shout out to everyone who enjoyed the
Friday
Friday Zelda stream.
Mm-hmm.
3 threes, even better. Happy October. Gonna try Inktober at skill level 0 with a pen, but excited to level up. Have a great breakfast. Well, thanks,
That's
Jam.
awesome.
Yeah, and shout out to everyone doing Inktober. I'm hopefully going to be checking out some of the posts that you guys do if you tag me in it. You do the hashtag Inktober, but then also include me, and I'll look at it and be like, oh, good job. Are you doing Inktober?
I thought about it.
Because you told me that you were thinking about it.
I did think about it. I got the list. And then I was like, okay. And then it's suddenly October 1st.
I mean, what if you tell yourself that you're only going to do, like, 10 minutes? Like, you're going to put a timer up, and no matter where you are, that's it. You only get to do it for 10 minutes, and then you post it.
Maybe.
You could do something like that.
Yeah.
I've even thought about participating. This is very metal Inktober music. Inktober! Wait.
Just
yes,
some
no,
people
this is right.
wondering what it is.
Sometimes I do this, which is I love you. I love Inktober! I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun, because I like to doodle.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't really drawn regularly or anything since, college. So, what you looking at?
Just seeing if I had anything I need to check. Like if Chaz was like, oh no.
The chat's like, everything's fine, and Chaz is like, it's broken. It's on fire.
I mean, I was just seeing if there was a message from, like, Chaz. There wasn't.
Well, Jam, good luck in Inktober, and for everyone, good luck. I probably won't participate, because I know I won't. But I would like to. Maybe I'll doodle, like, one thing in the middle of the month, and then tag it Inktober, and it won't have anything to do with the prompt, so just be like, I drew a thing. That's still participating, to an extent. 10 months from Great Ass Fairy says, good morning, may Peggy bless us all in this beautiful month of October. May she do that. May you do that. Thank you, Fairy. Getting ever closer. We only got one month.
Yeah, 1 month.
1 month from Saturday until Extra Life.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to start, like, promoting that.
Yeah.
Soon. We're gonna have to do that. 13 months from Ultra Husk. Happy Spooky Month, everyone. Happy Spooky Month, Ultra Husk. 3 months from Snoop the Boot. Hello, Stephen and Mal. I've had my hands full taking care of my new kitten, Nemo, but I'm still doing my best to make it to breakfast stream. Hope you guys have a great day. Good luck.
Kittens
Good luck. Kittens are
a handful.
They're adorable, and they're lovely, and they're wonderful, but goodness. They're balls of energy.
Yeah.
They're balls of energy.
They are, absolutely crazy.
It gets better, though.
Yeah, and, like,
You know.
it's cute and fun, but, like, I was so thrilled when our boys got older and mellowed out.
Yeah. Between, like, 18 and 24 months is when they cool down.
It was about 3 when they were finally like they are now.
I disagree heavily. With that statement. I'd say that between 18 and 24 they calm down, and then they didn't get like this until like
super mellow.
Years later. I don't think that they were like this at 3. They were like this at like even kind of recent. 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Maybe. I don't know. I have opinions about our cats. Squid Baconator gives a sub to Billy Farty, 123, lead singer of Fart Day. Fart Day. Wake me up when the farting ends. 666 bits from Murmur, who says, it's spooky month. That means toast. We dressed up last year, didn't we?
We did. Remember?
You were Hello Kitty.
I was.
And I was a cowboy.
And we got a cowboy hat for
to promote
Sagan,
Red Dead.
And Kippy had wings.
We still have that somewhere.
Yeah, I think I know.
We also have some stuff to put on the cats.
We have multiple things
that we've never put on the cats.
They got Christmas costumes from Rhonda, and then we got some stuff out of Gashapons in Japan.
Yeah. So, at some point, we should do that. This might be the month for it.
Halloween or Christmas costumes for the cats.
Here's a good question that I could have asked chat, but I'm like, no, this is faster. The 31st is on a Thursday.
I knew that. You could have just been like Mal.
I wanted to find out. Fossix actually wrote it before I even said it. Yeah, it's on a Thursday, so we should have a special Halloween stream again. Cool. It's a date. We'll do it. I'm glad that the timing worked out well for that. Remember, thank you for the bits. We will make sure that there's at least one day that's spooky.
I know what I want to do.
I'll make a jump scare button, and then no one will ever come back to breakfast stream. I'll just secretly hit it. Just be like, rah, rah! And everyone will be like, we hate this. Don't do this. And they'll be like, rah, rah. Anyway, 7 months from ZZ64. ZZ, thank you. 3 months from the YOLP, putting them with a plus. We got 1,000 bits from Magmavire. Magmavire, thank you. Appreciate it. We have 13 months from JCJX, who says, Merry Christmas. Having a cup of Milo and frosted cornflakes for dinner. Crunch.
Like Milo's, the Alabama place?
Yeah, I don't... So, to me, Milo's only means tea. Like Milo sweet tea.
Yeah. Chocolate malt drink.
Oh. So... The chocolate drink? Is there a chocolate drink? Because when I think of Milo's, I just think of,
the place we went in Birmingham?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like a chain that's... It's not exclusive, I think, to Alabama, but it's in that region. It's never come this far. Milo chocolate drink. Oh, it's a chocolate drink.
Chocolate and malt.
Oh. Well, it's probably that then. Because... Yeah, Milo is a chocolate malt drink. Okay. Well, I've never had
Milo's is a chain in Alabama. It's basically Ovaltine. Okay.
Oh. Hey, you learn something every day. And sometimes it's not physics or chemistry. Sometimes it's, Milo's is Ovaltine. Which, I mean, not exactly.
Big in Europe and the Philippines.
Okay. I've never had Ovaltine.
I haven't either. We always bought Nesquik.
Well, I've never had that either.
Oh.
I've only ever had, like, chocolate milk. I've never had, like, the powder spin the spoon thing. I mean, I assume that's also good, but, like, we never had that. I just had... When I was real young, we bought Yoo-Hoo, and then I hit a certain point, and I was like, I don't like this. And then we bought, like, chocolate milk. Anyway, now you know everything about me. That was it. That was my life story.
See, we always had the bottles of Hershey syrup, too, to pour in.
I never did that either.
I didn't really like that as much as, like, real chocolate milk. Because you could get that at milk time at school.
Like, there were other kids that they had, like, the powder stuff, and they did the chocolate syrup. Mm-hmm. We just never did that.
It's not as good as real chocolate milk.
Okay, so I didn't miss out.
No, you didn't. Because I had real chocolate milk at school. We had milk time. Did you have milk time at school?
What is milk time?
It was, like, in the morning, and milk was, like, 15 cents, and they'd come by with a big thing of milk, and then you could pick out vanilla or chocolate. And sometimes there were snacks, but I don't know.
Brandon asking the important questions. Is milk time tea time for kids?
Maybe this is just a Wisconsin thing.
Leafily says, I forgot about that. They said they also had milk time. Leafily, where are you from? Are you from the Midwest? Because maybe it's a Midwest thing.
Chaz, did you have milk time? Thinking Minnesota.
Yeah, Yeah, I've never heard of this, ever.
It was at, like, 10 in the morning.
Never heard of this.
Like, and sometimes they'd be like, alright, who wants chocolate milk, like, first thing in the morning, and we'd raise our hands and they'd count us. Just as maybe in a very young grade.
How old?
This would have been kindergarten, first, second, maybe third, fourth. I mean... That span really grew, like, it would have been elementary school. And first, I remember it for sure in kindergarten. And when I was in kindergarten and first grade, I was outside of Milwaukee growing up. And then after 1st grade, I went up towards Appleton. And then 3rd grade, I was in Kimberly.
Huh.
But, like, sometimes chocolate milk would show up, and it would be, like, light brown. And then sometimes there would be dark brown cartons. And that was the really good milk. Because I don't know if it was, like, whole milk with chocolate, and the other was skim milk with chocolate. I don't know, but we had milk time, and it was, like, 15 cents or 20 cents. And I remember having 20 cents and having to pay.
I've never heard of this. And you've never, ever mentioned it? Because, like, there's obviously not going to be a
Chaz
lot
remembers
of times.
the light brown ones were bad.
I never really liked milk.
See, that was, like...
And I understand that in the Midwest, it's a requirement.
Yeah, like... When you had dinner and your parents asked what you wanted to drink, the option was milk, and that was it. And, like, I had friends who I'd go over to their house and, you know, for a sleepover or whatever, and we would have milk with dinner. End of story. And they had to drink their milk. They couldn't have water. I was allowed to have water at home. But, like, I had friends who had to have milk.
Well... That's... unfortunate. We never had a lot of milk, but I understand that's also a Midwest thing. So they like milk. And now I honestly question daily if I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
I wonder that more and more.
My sister was as a baby, and then she was fine, and then she got it again as an adult. And it's pretty frequent to get it as an adult.
Well, I kind of wonder if I have it. I need to keep reading these.
Yeah, I know.
We talked about milk a lot. We'll talk about milk more at the end. 333 more bits from Jam, who says, Sunday, a day the elders spoke of in Legends, where Stephen George actually plays a game for fun. I did play Donkey Kong for fun not too long ago.
It doesn't take that long to get through Donkey Kong.
I still played it for fun. Eventually, when we start doing these evening things, you know, I'll be... You know, Mal will probably be the one playing a game, but I'll be there also. So I'm going to help her get through some games. And it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. 9 months from Angeman85. Good morning, grandparents who are younger than me. I'm celebrating my Twitch baby by watching breakfast stream at Waffle House. Ooh! That is not the first time that's been done. That is not the first time. But I think it's a really fitting way to watch the stream. So enjoy Waffle House, and congrats on Triple Plus. We got Yankee Gal gifting a sub to Snivy102. Thank you, Yankee Gal. 1,500 bits from Curly Potato 819, who says, have a wonderful morning, grandparents. Thank you, Curly Potato. Things are going good so far. You know, I should take a bite out of this toast.
There's not enough sugar in my coffee.
Good. Good. That's a good thing. Less sugar. Take the sugar that you consume on a daily basis and lower it. That's what I say.
See, I got into adding more sugar on our road trip up to Wisconsin because we would have coffee, and if you go to like Dunkin' or somewhere, they tend to put a lot more sugar than I would put in at home.
Yeah, you know
what?
what?
And then in China, there was a lot of sugar.
You know what you do? Is you say, give it to me black. And then there's no sugar. It's amazing.
Gross.
Brandon says, what does the Scouter say about your jam flavor? It's strawberry! I mean, I guess I should have broken my glasses, but that really would have been it probably would have been a bad move. All things considered. Curly Potato, thank you for the bits, and thank you for reminding me that I should eat the food that I made. 5 months from October 10J. Steven, how are you liking the Aeron? My staples, something or other, is at the point of covering me with black flecks of material infrequent. Am I covered in tics, panic attacks? Here's to 5 months. That sounds bad. I like the Aeron. Would I have ever paid $1,300 for this chair? No.
If you can get one used, totally go for it.
Like, I think I wouldn't have done it on principle.
Yeah.
You know, if I was like Bill Gates, then I guess I would be okay paying $1,300 for a chair, but otherwise not. So like, if you could get one used, I would recommend it. It's a good chair. It doesn't come apart. We found out after we got the chair home how old this chair was. I don't know if we ever told Breakfast Stream. I don't think it's on the vlog, because there's a sticker under the chair, and it was manufactured in 1999. The chair is 20 years old, and it's incredible. The fact that this chair is 20 years old and is still in this shape is astounding. So like, maybe, I don't know, shoot, maybe the chair is worth $1,300. But like, the fact that the chair is 20 years old and is in this shape is incredible. So like, if you are watching right now and your chair is falling apart and you are constantly having panic attacks about ticks, you know, what Jeff said is true. Consider investing in a good chair. So like, I know that a lot of times things that are expensive, it's like, is it actually worth that? I mean, the fact that Herman Miller has become a name also makes me like, is it worth that? But when you find out that the chair is 20 years old and it still looks new,
and if you can find an office store reseller,
yeah,
that's totally awesome.
So that's what I would do if you're in the market for chairs, is try and find a store like that. And you may have to go to a bigger city, but like, it's worth it.
Doodle says, has there not been chair advancements in 20 years? No, I think they updated, like, there's different things you can customize, like if you buy a new one for the back support.
Yeah.
And there's like level 1, which is like nothing additional besides the mesh. And then there's 2, which is like a pillow that goes behind the mesh. That's what yours has. And that was the upgrade in 99, and nowadays they have a 3rd level.
Yeah.
But you could even buy that because the chair hasn't changed otherwise and switch it out.
But also,
like, all the parts you could still buy.
But also, Audoodle's sentiment is actually correct. The chair design has not changed.
Yeah.
And it's just because they did it good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
still the chair to get.
Yeah, it's like, you know, a lot of people swear by it, and a lot of times, certain offices and businesses, that's just the one they buy for everyone is an Aeron. They just size them for people, and that's it.
If
and
they
like,
have the money.
Yeah, and like, I understand why now. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, if you're gonna have the chair forever, so.
When Rhonda was working somewhere in her career, she said she had one at work. They had bought, and she said she really misses it. She wants to find one, and I was like, well, next time you drive down here, stop in Charlotte.
It's good. I mean, it's a good chair. 300 bits from Satsy says, it's not scary. Hey, Mal, watch Steven's LP and point out every time he squeaks in fear and remind him of survival Minecraft. So I remember very vividly one part in Bioshock 1 that caught me off guard, and I actually jumped. That's like the one part that I really recall very vividly.
I have something to look forward to.
It was, and it's like not even like a big event, not like a build-up or anything.
Yeah.
It's that there was a part later in the game, I'd walked into a room, and there were like corpses on the floor. And I remember telling myself, like, those corpses are gonna, like, get up.
Yeah.
They're gonna get up. They're gonna get, and I was so focused on that, like, someone was behind me. And then I turned around and they're like, "Roar!" And I'm like, come on! That was like the only time where I was like, really upset. But otherwise, I did okay. And hey, I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be there, and I'll tell you, like, shoot them. That's the great... I think that's one of the reasons why I don't think Bioshock's that scary.
It's because you'll be there.
No, it's because you get a gun. Amnesia is scary. Amnesia's scary because you have no way to defend yourself, and you can only hide. But, like, as soon as you're given a gun, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna shoot them. I'm a lot less afraid when I'm holding a gun. In a video game. I'll just clarify that. People are calling for beans. Bean time. Welcome to Bean time. Patreon.com/StephenGeorge or Mal Makes. We appreciate the support. And the producer names are rolling. Let me keep reading some of these lists.
Go ahead.
We got 200 bits from Nintendo78, which apparently made me do a very small burp. Nintendo, thank you. Coffee Cats gifted a sub to Tsunami Kitten, putting Tsunami Kitten at 4 months. Coffee Cats, thank you. Kindle reaches 12 months. Being awake at 5 a.m. has been much nicer the last 12 months thanks to Breakfast Stream. Well, thank you. I'm glad that we could contribute to that in some small way. 5 a.m.
That's... Do you know what time zone that is? That's not Pacific.
That's Hawaii?
No, that's one more.
Alaska?
Mm-hmm.
That's Alaska. Oh. I was like, wait a minute. No one is at 5 a.m. The world ends at California. Nothing's past California. That's just legend. And then, yeah, I was like, wait, no, we've got 2 other states, don't we?
Yeah.
Wait, so the U.S. covers 6 time zones?
Yes. And if we were any further east, wouldn't we have another one? Because isn't part of Canada one more on the east? A Canadian may have to correct me.
I don't know.
That.
China would have covered multiple time
Yes.
zones, but they decided that the country as a whole would be one time zone.
China has 2, or Canada has 2 more on the east coast. Okay.
I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Like, what if the U.S. was one time zone?
So, China was, like, acreage-wise bigger than the U.S., right? They
Yes.
said, and they were all one time zone.
Yes.
And, so, imagine, like, waking up now,
yes.
and it would be as bright as it is, but think about what...
You would base it on the center of the
Yeah, that's what
country.
they did.
Yeah.
But, like, how that would look on each side of the country.
I mean, basically, you just move things back, like, 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be 7:30. Like, the sun would come up here at 5.
Because it'd be based on, like, St. Louis.
Yeah. It's not like a big deal if they did that. They're not gonna do that.
No, they're not.
They're never gonna do that.
No.
But it wouldn't be a big deal. Anyway, Kindle. Everyone sparks interesting discussion, whether they want to or not. Kindle, congrats on an entire year. 13 months from Cinderdog, who says, Happy 13. Good morning, grandparents. Happy October. It's going to be nearly 90 degrees today in Michigan.
Wow.
That's
hot for you guys.
The other day, John posted that it was, like, snowing.
Oh, yeah, they got a ton of snow.
And I was looking at that.
Alberta got dumped on.
And I looked outside, and it's like...
90
like,
here.
Yeah, there's, like, people dying. And I'm like, that's unfortunate. 90 degrees in Michigan, though, that seems warm for October.
Yeah. Because I remember trick-or-treating in Wisconsin with a, like, coat on and, like, winter gear.
But also, Michigan is part of the weird part of the U.S. where things will just change rapidly.
Oh, yeah, because they're surrounded by lakes.
It'll be 90 degrees today, but by the end of the month, they'll have been snowed in for 3 days. So, my apologies to Cinderdog and everyone else in the Midwest because of that. It's Peggy!
Is Peggy bringing cooler weather?
Yes.
Please bring us fall, Peggy.
It's Jam Meepler, and it says, the spookiest and coolest month calls for the spookiest and coolest video game eldritch abomination that lives in our wires and our hearts. Jam, thank you. And I think that that's actually a pretty accurate way of putting it, wires and hearts. In the official Peggy lore, of which the book is being written.
Is it part of what Thomas wrote?
Oh yeah, yeah. Thomas is working on the full novel. Peggy is both like a heartwarming character, but then also one who like doesn't chew the wires from the outside, but gets into the wires and infects them. Peggy is malware. It's what we've all known for a long time. Jam, thank you for the bits, and we will try to make this month spooky. We did already today. We talked about Bioshock, and that was horrifying to Mallory.
Ref Boyardee said Alberta got 40 inches-ish. 100
Oh
centimeters.
my god.
That's a lot. Like, a lot.
Thanks,
like, we never
I
got
hate it.
that much snow in Wisconsin.
That's
like
ridiculous.
at one time, yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't like that. Shouldn't Alex write something because of his moon poem? He did good on that, Mike.
He did really good.
He did good on that. Alex is very good at that sort of thing. But would he write the Peggy lore? If paid enough money, he may. Yankee Gal 13 gifted a sub to Ghost Pun. Thank you, Yankee Gal. What's your best ghost pun?
I can't think of anything. You can't put me on the spot ever.
Well, if Thomas's cat was a spirit, would his name be Boozer? Yes, and also if it just drank a lot. Both of those would be fine. 10 months from Ruby Wolf 196. Thank you, Ruby. Curly Potato 819 gifted a sub to that Zelda Gamer 64. Thank you, Curly. Yankee Gal gifts a sub to Chocolate Tea. Chocolate Tea better than Chocolate Pea. Again, thanks for everyone that came out on Friday, and also I'm sorry. 200 bits from Marty Griff 1980. Thank you, Marty. We've got 333 bits from Jam, who says, milk stories are cool. I actually couldn't consume milk products or wheat till my teens because of crazy allergies, so it's still kind of weird to drink milk, but I do love it in oatmeal.
It's good in oatmeal.
It's
better than water in oatmeal.
I've talked about it before, but the only time I ever had milk as a kid was when we went to Dunkin' Donuts.
So you'd have it with a donut?
And then that association was there. So on the rare event that I would have milk otherwise, it would just be like, I want donuts. That's...
Carly drank a ton of milk because she was always having cereal. Like, Carly loved cereal when we were little, and we'd go to my dad's when it was, his weekend.
Yeah.
And he would always have milk just for Carly to have cereal. And then he would sometimes get brownies, or we'd make cake or whatever, and that was the only time I had milk at his house. Because I didn't really drink it otherwise.
I did have cereal.
Yeah, but you never drank the milk.
No.
Yeah, I know you don't like that. You're like teaspoon of milk over your cereal. That
disgusting cereal juice is for the drain. The sewer rats can consume that. Someone told me once, they were like, that is so wasteful. And I was like, sorry. I mean, when people quote Sorrow and they say about me enjoying it dry, that's also true. I would eat it just out of a cup.
Yeah, and you do frequently.
And I still do that, but I would also have it in a bowl with milk. It would just be like, the milk is there to wetten the cereal.
Moisten? Wetten.
Moving on, 100 bits from our Doodle. Our Doodle, thank you. We get a sub from T-Man R2. Thank you, T-Man. Zyb gifts a sub to Flaming Bagel for Christ, putting them at 4 months. It's a great name. LHMS1704 resubscribes for 13 months. Oh my god, finally back after being busy for a few weeks now with my studies. I'm back now, though, and happy to watch you guys live again. Greetings from Norway. Greetings from a completely different time zone.
Yeah. Afternoon.
+6?
I don't know,
+6 is UK, right? How much further is Norway from the UK? Like an extra 2 hours?
1, I think.
1 hour?
They're 3:30.
3:30. Oh, so they're +6. Mm-hmm. Oh, 5 is UK. Okay. So you were right, 1 hour. I was just wrong on my initial one.
Wetten.
3
good. Wetten that cereal.
3 good. Link. 3 good. 500 bits from R. Holmes, who says, hey, Stephen and Mal, going to Turkey next week for vacation. Is there anything you guys think I should check out? What was the thing that we didn't do that Mark and Rhonda did? That
we went to, what was the name of the town we went to?
It was a port town that, like, every cruise ship takes you to.
It's on the western side, about halfway down the country.
I'm not going to remember the name of it now.
I can't remember the name of it. But, there was, like, a side trip we should have taken, up to Ephesus.
That's it, Ephesus.
And my dad and Rhonda went there, and they were like, that was amazing. It was one of the best parts of the trip, and we didn't do that.
Even now, when we asked them about, like,
things they've done
travel, in their lives, travel-wise, that they thought was worthwhile, they've said Ephesus, which just makes us feel terrible because we didn't go. But yeah, Ephesus.
But we were only there for a day, so I'm sure there's a lot more to the country than us walking around whatever port town we were in for half a day. That would
be our big thing, is see Ephesus, because apparently it was a very big deal. And we didn't see that. Mm-hmm. Saw pictures, and I was like, okay, that does look really cool. Yeah. But yeah, that would be my big thing, is do that. Ojo says they're just messing with you. It's actually really bad. Maybe, but they've been keeping that up for a long time now.
And even to other people, because when we were in China, we were talking to everyone else on the tour about Gate 1 trips, and they were talking that one up.
We also have 300 bits from Yvette, who says, have you guys ever gone skiing or snowboarding and planning on getting back into snowboarding this winter?
I've always wanted to, and I never have, and I'm kind of shocked I never have.
I have been skiing.
I know. Like, once.
Twice.
Didn't you just hang out in the lobby of the...
Yes.
The whole time?
The second time. But I was there where it was happening. I went the first time and it was cold.
Uh-huh.
So, the second time, I drank hot chocolate. And I played, I think it was Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls had just come out. Like, the re-release of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance. So, I just played Final Fantasy 1 and drank hot chocolate.
So you went once.
Oh. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so Steven's been skiing and I haven't, which is, weird.
It is weird. Dan's here. Hi, Dan. Hey, Dan, have you ever been skiing or snowboarding?
I think Dan has, actually.
I feel like Dan seems like the type that would do that. You know what I mean?
I think he's talked about it.
Yeah, I think so, too. It just seems like he is the type of family that'd be like,
we're going on a ski trip.
I can see Dan's dad in snow gear being like, Dan, we're going to go down this mountain now, Dan. And like that. That would be something that would happen. So I don't know. I imagine that Dan never heard that. Oh, no, he said, I once skied between people's legs as a kid. I'm going to be honest, Dan, not the response I was expecting at all. So, they skied and you were between their legs and, held onto their legs and were on their skis, too?
Or just went under people.
How small was Dan is a good question from... Again, not what I was expecting. You know what? I would go skiing again.
Sure you would.
Wow. Okay, I won't then. Rude. I would, actually. If it was with the right people.
Chef Con, skiing edition.
Yeah. So
if Tom is there to take a few liberties.
Yes. What I'm saying is, if our group, for whatever strange reason, decided instead of hanging out at our house and playing video games for a week, they're
not freezing.
They were like, no, let's go to a ski lodge. I would do it. I would go.
I've never been.
I don't know if I would go.
Chaz, I was kind of sad that we didn't have an opportunity to ski up on the one mountain where we stayed in Japan. Because we watched all the skiers, and I was like, I've never been skiing. Can you imagine skiing here for the first time?
I mean, there's places in the U.S. to ski.
I know, but we could have skied in Nagano.
That would have been cool.
I know, right?
Because then I could have brought my copy of Nagano Winter Olympics '98 for the Nintendo 64 and gotten a picture holding Nagano Olympics '98
And skiing.
at Nagano.
Yeah,
That would have been kind of neat.
that would.
Just been the weirdest dumb picture I've ever taken. But yeah, if
We can go back.
I'm just saying, if like the group, if our little group was like, yeah, let's do this, let's go skiing. I would be in for that. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I would do bad, but I think I would do it.
Chess,
and I
how do you
would
feel
go.
about skiing?
I'm just saying, but I'm not.
Dan says let's do it.
But I'm
so.
not going to Japan to ski. That's insane. That's like bad. Don't do that. That's so much money to go over there.
But we could.
Why wouldn't we not?
I need more stationery.
We
from
just have to drive. We just have to drive to a place that has snow. There's a ski resort. You can. There's skiing in like Tennessee. It's like 6 hours away. We could just get in the car and go there. And
Princess
then,
Pika says there's.
and then that's it.
Come to Alberta, get great skiing right now.
I need to read this alert. 300 bits from Princess Pika, who says, "Morning, grandparents. I am only up early enough to talk to you guys because I am having to dig my car out from under 4 feet of snow today. Yay, Alberta weather." And then also butts. So many little fun references to Friday's stream.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I cannot relate in any way whatsoever. Mao, I'm sure, can. But that... having to dig your car out in order to use it is like something I'm not familiar with in the least bit.
I mean, the first winter you came up to Wisconsin, you complained about how... Why would anyone want to live here if your car doors get frozen shut?
It's true.
Because that's what happened the very first time you came to visit. I couldn't get in my car to get you from the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would not want to live there. I'm glad that I live here,
Yeah.
basically.
We had considered going to Wisconsin around Christmas, but we decided not to. We considered the weather, and we considered how busy we've been this year. We were like, nah.
I gotta tell you, though, it is such like a mental relief
Uh-huh.
to know that you aren't doing any more trips for the rest of the year. Like, coming back from China was a big deal because, yes, it's a big trip and that's over with, but also there's another entire element of, like, we're not going anywhere for the rest of the year. Yes!
Mm-hmm.
And it's really exciting because then we get back and, I mean, you guys know, I've been diving into vlogs as hardcore as I can. And it feels great because it's like, this is not going to get... Well, it'll probably get interrupted by other things. Yeah. Like working on Let's Plays and IRL stuff. But it won't get interrupted by a trip. And it's like, yes! Yes. Sorry, that was a very enthusiastic butt shake. Chaz says Extra Life. Chaz, Extra Life is not a trip. It's not a trip.
We do have to prep for it.
It does require prep, and it actually... That's the
last... It does
last,
have a recovery time.
It does have a recovery time, but it is not the same as a trip. And I feel so much better because we've already done this Extra Life before. Mm-hmm. It's GameCube again. We have all of the games... We have done this once before. We can do it again. So, like, I just feel real good about it. It's not that there's not, like, work involved and there's not prep involved, but I actually feel really good about it. And I'm
Trip into Steven's mind at 3 a.m. Thanks, Brandon.
I mean...
Yeah.
There's gonna be there's going to be moments, yeah, that are like, oh, Steven's lost it. But that happens every year. Could we play BMX Triple X and get you banned from Twitch? No. No. That is actually, it's weird, but yeah, there is one game for the GameCube that is on Twitch's prohibited games list, and it is BMX Triple X. And if people vote for that, then that money will go elsewhere. And Chaz and I have an idea for that. We have to make sure that it can be implemented correctly and stuff. So we'll talk about that more. Sorry, implementing for different games, not for BMX Triple X. Princess Pika says, why is it banned? It is a... And this is the weirdest thing. It is a... adult... bike riding game. It is basically what it is who's the guy? Dave Mirra. It is a Dave Mirra game. It's not a Dave Mirra game, and there was a lawsuit. It's a Dave Mirra game with nudity. And they were working on it, and they ended up including Dave Mirra. And Dave Mirra is like, what? I don't want to be involved in this. And then he was in the game, and then he ended up suing them because he's like, I'm
for
not...
his likeness.
Because he had worked... It's, I think it's the same company that made the Dave Mirra games. Because he had done Dave Mirra games. And then, like, after that, he wasn't involved with this project, but then they put him in the game anyway, or something. And he was like, you can't do this, and then he sued them. It's weird. And it's really weird because the game came out for... It was multi-platform. It came out for... GameCube, Xbox, and PS2. And the PS2 version is censored?
I don't know.
I think Anyway, the weird thing is that the GameCube version is the one that's... Like, you would think that Nintendo was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And the Nintendo one is actually the one that's uncensored. It's real... The whole thing is really weird. And whenever it came out, I remember thinking how weird it was. Because I was like, wait, why is the GameCube version the uncensored one? That seems weird. But it's basically a Dave Mirra game, and it just has breasts in it for some unknown reason. Like, you can ride around and you're just topless. You're just a topless woman. And I don't know why they thought that this Venn diagram would work out in sales, and it didn't. It didn't. You guys own all the GCN titles. Is it on the shelf behind you? Yep. We have it. We can't play it.
No.
we can't play it, but we do own it. You see it?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I got to the end of C, and I was like, wait, how is this organized? Because B...
Yeah, there's some problems between A and C. Something's out, like, I don't know. And you're the one that did it.
Did it got messed up when we moved things?
I don't know. It's not in order. It's kind of in order, but it's not. There's some weird oddities between A and C, but whatever.
Weird.
We'll fix it later. Anyway, I hope you learned something about video games today.
That's October's cleaning thing, is games.
Jam also sends 503 bits and says, any chance of a Halloween week stream with maybe a shorter spooky game like Little Nightmares or Layers of Fear, which has painting for Mal to enjoy? Little Nightmares has been on my radar for a long time. I need to look into how long it is. I would like to do it. It's just a matter of balancing everything else. But it's been on my radar for a long time. It's apparently very well liked, and I'd be interested in covering it. Oh, it's super short. Oh, I was thinking it was a little longer than that. 2 hours approximately, 3 or 4 hours. Okay, snap. Well, even more of a maybe. Obviously, I don't want to commit to anything before I've, like, looked at everything we're doing, but that definitely is more encouraging. I'm still reserving Friday evenings for Link's Awakening because we're continuing to play through it and want to finish it. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. So maybe we'll be able to work in Little Nightmares. That would be fun to actually do. Anyway, hope that answers that question. Layers of Fear is less likely because I think that might be too spook.
Too spook?
Too spook.
Chaz says Fishing Fridays as they are known. Hey, I got the bottle and the big fish.
I don't think Mal will be back.
Is there more fishing?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember Link's Awakening. I played it when I was a kid. I just get to pretend like I know what I'm doing. But you're leading, so you can be like, ooh, look at this place. And I'll be like, yeah, that place. Yep, here we are at that place. In reality, I'm like, where are we? I don't know. This doesn't look familiar. Anyway, 100 bits from Konosuga. Thank you, Kona. Appreciate that. PYM181 resubscribed for 3 months, giving them a plus. And Anonymous gives a sub to Ezekiel. That's clever. Anonymous, thanks. Sorry, I had a tiny burp. Anyway, because I've talked about this now.
Talked about what?
The game.
What game?
What game you think? As I almost smash and break everything. So I only own this game. I only own this game for one system. I've actually never played it, but I have seen gameplay footage of it, and it's wild. And it's just stupid. Like, it's mostly stupid. This is BMX XXX. Keep it dirty. And Acclaim's the publisher. Oh, Acclaim. God. Man.
There's a thing on the back that says, "This is BMX." It's like, this is BMX.
I'm gonna read you the back of this box. Okay? I'm just gonna read you verbatim what this box says. Bust a nut laughing. It features a picture of a pimp. A change of drawers definitely required. And it's a scantily clad woman riding a bicycle in maybe London or something. Create your own hard-bodied BMX, honey. Give 'em all the jiggle you want.
Yeah, I can see why Twitch is like, no.
We'll show you things you ain't never thought possible, 2 spaces, in a video game. That's a typo. I'm surprised that there's a typo on the back of this box. This is such a quality product. Anyway, so yeah, this game exists and is wild. Oh, look, that's classy. It's a little leg. Oh, is this a poster? Oh no.
You don't need to open that up.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much skin is in that poster. Anyway, it's a bad game. And like it is. It's actually it's a bad game. It's not good. And I think that's sad because the Dave Mirra games are actually really good, and then they focused on adding really stupid levels of humor and nudity. Again, I think the thing that's so bizarre is, like, think of the Venn diagram here. Like, people that are like, yeah, I need
an adult BMX game.
I need softcore content, but I also want to ride a bike. And Acclaim's like, well, Z-Axis has got this new Dave Mirra game. Let's do that. Perfect. Now we're good. We fixed it. Anyway. Video games. Oh, Lord. You know, I actually could do a YouTube video on that. I would just have to censor it. And by I mean Dan.
Dan. You don't want to
You'd
take
have
that time.
you'd have to make a black rectangle and then track it.
Yeah.
Or you could just like wear clothes. I'm pretty sure you can choose to wear clothes if you
Dan
want.
says, I'm good, thanks.
I refuse to do this video. It is beneath me. Yankee Gal 13 gives us up to Cassie, putting Cassie at 1 year. 1 full year. Thank you, Yankee Gal. 100 bits from quote. I almost just said quote. From quote. From the star of game. Shoot game. Indie game. Original indie game. Old indie game. Game. Cave Story. Got there. Took me a minute. That's the name of the character, right? Quote is the name of Cave Story's protagonist. I believe so.
Dan says I'm using my once a year veto.
Dan says, nope. I almost just threw that.
Yeah, and you know jam on toast lands jam side down. Because of the weight. It's like how cats land in their feet. Like buttered bread always lands butter side down.
Are you making this up?
No.
Does scientists, like, study both toast and cats at the same time? 98% Peach resubscribes for 12 months and says, wow! I tried to do that like the
Wow.
Earthbound. And you tried to do it like...
I've picked that up from someone because they always say that to make fun of Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah. Stephanie does that to make fun of Owen Wilson, and I've picked it up.
Wow. Wow. Bear Link gifts us up to Nintendo. Finally, Nintendo is in the Breakfast Stream family. Bear Link, thank you. Appreciate it. And we're at 10, so we should probably wrap it up.
Okay.
You...
I was having fun.
Well then...
And you're now you're like, we're done.
No! Okay, I'll tell you what.
What?
You're having fun. Everyone's having fun.
It is just warm up here. That's my only problem.
You got another few minutes because I want to eat this toast.
Okay.
So whatever you want to have fun with,
Okay.
you do it.
Okay.
You can't eat my toast. I'm eating the toast. Talk to your grandmother.
Mino Gozo says, what would happen if I tie buttered toast to the back of a cat, Mal? Does it levitate? No, it just continually spins, so it's a perpetual motion machine. And that's how we're going to get clean energy.
I solved global warming.
Tie buttered toast to cats.
We're gonna need some toast and some cats. I actually saw a video.
There's a commercial.
Is it a commercial or something where there's a cat and it's like like. Sorry, I'm eating this, so you go ahead.
Sorry, your reaction was good. Chaz says, no grandpa talk, only grandpa eat. Eat. Eat, Santa. Did you ever watch those old claymation, were they claymation, stop motion?
Have I ever eaten Santa? No.
Like, is it Rudolph where Mrs. Claus is like, eat, Santa, and she's like telling him to eat?
No, but I'm gonna find this and make an alert for Christmas. Eat Santa!
Yeah, it's Rudolph. Thank you, Pokesol Master.
I've never seen it.
On Saturday, we were talking about old videos or something on Discord with Game Night, and I was reminded of VHSs I had as a kid, and then I had to find them online and send them to my sister. And then I also sent them to Stephanie because I made her sit through that at some point, like in middle school. One of them was Seabert. It was the Seabert movie. And our favorite clip in that is the boy, who I can't remember his name. He's like, now we're friends forever. But he has like an angry face. So it's like, now we're friends forever, Siebert. And Siebert just goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm sorry, I missed something important. Who is Siebert?
He's a seal.
Did you say that before, or was
No.
that... Were we supposed to gather that from context?
You're supposed to just know Siebert.
Because, like, the context of that was really important. I was like, oh, what happened to Siebert?
Tommy, thank you, G-Man.
Because you said, you were like, Siebert responded, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what happened to Siebert? Is he okay? Is he in a wreck? And then you're like, no, he's a seal. And I'm like...
The other movie we had was Serendipity, the Pink Dinosaur. And that one's real good, too. Like...
I know I'm eating toast. But I don't want to talk about Siebert. Samus2008 said, I watched your old IRL tabletop videos yesterday. Uno was great. Do you have any plans to do more? I mean, the problem with tabletop videos is that they're just so difficult to set up, basically. That honestly, that's like the biggest reason we don't do a lot of them. I know Dan's personal hell was Pokemon Master Trainer. And I know that he probably still has nightmares about that. But, and if it's done right, we can certainly like make it easier in terms of like the production and the post-production. But we don't have the setup. And the cat explosion game, yeah, exploding kittens. Yeah, but sorry, Dan, but they're done and they're good videos. But yeah, we don't have the permanent setup for it. At some point, I would like to have a better setup for it. For streams or something? Are you having a fist fight with Kepler?
No.
Why'd he cry?
I'm trying to pick him up. He didn't want to be picked up.
Well, then that's his right.
Gippy, look at this.
Kepler went, yeah, and I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm gonna, oh my god.
Hi.
I wanted to pick you up. You don't get a say. I'm bigger than you.
Hi.
Sorry, Siebert. Oh, buddy. Buddy, please. I like how he left you laid down on my lap because he's like, well, she just picks me up. Anyway, I have just a tiny... a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Do you want to read the 500-bit alert from Konosuga?
It says, there's literally a rooster in front of me, so I gotta ask, what are your thoughts on Goose Game? Oh, the rooster's name is Philip.
Okay, first off, thank you for the bit. Second off...
There's a rooster? Maybe it's maybe it's like a plush rooster.
Maybe it's a real rooster.
Maybe.
You don't know. That's Kona's business. Chess says, hello, Philip. That was the appropriate response. I do not own Goose Game. And I have not...
I know, right?
I have not reached out to the developers about it, just because I've been so busy with other things. I think it'd be fun to try. And maybe at some point I will do that. Mm-hmm. Who develops it? House? I think they're new. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure that they've worked on any. I think they're a new dev. So I may try and reach out to them and like be like, hey. And then Brandon also brings up a good point. The devs probably don't need the PR anymore. So that's a problem, even with indies, is that like if a game explodes, they sometimes immediately they do not care about. They're not going to give out keys anymore because they're like, yeah, we're fine. This is fine. Because a lot of the times it's like, please play this game. Please play this game. And I can be like, hey, can I get a copy of that game? They'd be like, yeah, here, play this game. But if a game explodes, then sometimes they're like, oh, nope. We don't need to release any more keys into the wild. So Brandon says even NPR did a piece on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cultural phenomenon. But also, leading up to it, like, there was a bunch of coverage about it, and people loved it, so... Seems good.
It took me a minute to realize that UGG was the acronym, and I'm just thinking, Ugg boot?
Untitled Goose Game?
Yeah, it took me a minute. Then I got there.
Anyway.
You're almost done. Keep eating your toast. Did you read that alert up there?
No.
Yankee Gal 13 gifted a sub to Cats Eating Sushi.
Or...
Cats Eating Sushi? I think it's Cats Eating.
But, could be either. Thank you, Yankee Gal.
You put too much toast in your mouth?
Yes. But I got there. Okay.
You okay?
I did it.
How much regret? Jam wants to know.
I'm actually just glad I got to eat everything on stream. I need to do this more often, where I just say, Mal,
Read alerts.
talk to your grandchildren so I can eat this toast.
And I start crying over Siebert.
That was a weird direction for that to go in, and so quickly. Within 30 seconds, you were
Something made
weeping.
me think about it, so I brought it up, and...
You're like, hey, I can talk about anything. Let me talk about this children's cartoon. I'm crying now, and I'm like, this is happening, like, right now, and what's Anyway, before I let everyone go, I wanted to quickly say, as I struggle to eat,
Do you have any coffee left?
Yeah. I should. Yeah, that's a good idea. I still actually am having sinus drainage. It's been weeks.
It's
and
been
I'm
like,
not.
Tomorrow makes 2 weeks, yeah.
This is just life now. I don't know. So like, I'm still under the weather, and like, but I've been in this exact state of like, mostly better, but a little sick for a
like
long time.
4 days, yeah.
But whatever. It's stupid, but I'm dealing with it. But I wanted to say before I let you go, vlogs are continuing to come out. I've got, 3 a day. I've had 3 a day scheduled for like 10 days now. I've done really good.
Kepi can't get comfortable.
Poor thing. So continue to check that out. If you haven't seen Mal's new painting, it is of Pink Cloud from Earthbound. It's worth checking out. And you're gonna have the full version out today. So that's worth seeing. And then finally, I can't announce this stream because I'm not sure the stream will exist. And that's a problem. I'm very desperately trying to do a first 20 stream. And I don't know that I'm going to have enough time to do it this week. But I might not, and I don't know yet. And I know that that's not really an announcement, but if it happens, it would likely happen tomorrow evening-ish. But it might not happen, and then it'd be next week.
But Friday's Link's Awakening is confirmed.
Yes, Friday Link's Awakening is still on, so there will at least be that. And obviously we'll be doing breakfast stream on Thursday as well. But I really want to do first 20 stream, but I'm still balancing a lot right now. So I'm like, and I gotta spend like all day today working on Red Dead, so.
And you have to go through my video. It's less than 20 minutes.
Okay. Let's go. Fishing Friday. Look forward to Fishing Friday.
I am.
I know you are. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you mods for being here. Thanks everyone for the support. We appreciate it. We will see you on Thursday for sure at 9 a.m. for breakfast stream. And if we end up maybe doing it, it wouldn't be we. If I end up doing first 20 stream tomorrow, I will let you know on Twitter. Assume not. It's the best assumption. Assume not. And then if it happens, it'll be a pleasant surprise. Otherwise, next week probably for sure. All right, folks. Have a good day. We'll see you Thursday for more breakfast stream.